All right, we've got Bamboo Labs open. Let's go File, Import, Port 3MF, and then we're going to go over. This is more than likely the one we just exported. Yeah, so we should have about 11 parts in there. We're going to go to this top frame, open, left click on it, and then go up to scale. We're going to go 33.33, and that'll scale the X, Y, and Z. It's going to be the top part of our frame. Then we will left click on it again, go over here to rotate, right here, rotate. Let's scroll down and let's rotate that around and get it fairly square to the edge. Left click on the build plate again, left click on this, and you can move it into position. So I'm just holding down the left button when I'm on the build plate to move it around here. And if you right click, it moves the build plate this direction, and then the wheel will scroll you in. So you can scroll in and out. All right, so that looks good. Don't worry about the error message right now. We'll worry about that once we get it. What it's telling us is this part was hanging over. So we'll just want to move it to the inside. All right, let's go File, Import. And let's go down and find the lower part, bottom frame right there. Open, left click on it, come over to scale, and again 33.33, bring it down, and let's see, let's come over here to where it says lay on face, left click on that orientation, then left click and move that around. Let's see where we can move that. That looks good. And I think we'll be fine with the supports where they're at. We have to put them on. So supports, anything that kind of overhangs, we'll have to put anything that overhangs, we'll have to put supports in so that this PLA has something to print on. So greater than certain angles, I think it may be 45 degrees. It could be less than that, maybe 30. But anything with an angle. Now let's go File, Import. Let's do top spar. And we could do just this top spar if we wanted to, but let's go ahead and print them all. Scale 33.33. All right, that did not scale. Let's go back and do it again. 33.33, left click so it scales. And let's find the best orientation to print that in. Let's go lay on face. And we can do the same thing on this and print it. It just costs you more PLA to do that, but you can get more things on the build plate because you can't stack things on top. So if we go tall on most of our parts, we can get more things on one build. Let's go lay on face here, lay on face. And let's bring it up here like that. There we go. And now we can move that to the edge. I'll scroll out and look at that. And we may do the same thing with this. Let's go lay on face. Let's move it to there. Let's move that to a place where we'll have an angle. So what I'm trying to do is give us something pretty long through there. So if we have a long part, we can put it there. And let's move this around and see if we can get it somewhere. So we could left click on it and then clone it, and then we wouldn't have to bring it in and scale it each time. And I may do that clone just to give us some practice at it. Let's do 2 of those. So it's going to bring those apart. Let's rotate this one. So it's kind of like playing Tetris. We're trying to fit things in here as best we can. Let's move this over. Let's move this in closer to it and see if I can't move it a little closer. Left click on that and then drag that. We did the other ones, so let's go File, Import. So we did our spars. Let's do our bottom hoop segments. These are going to be some of our longer parts. Left click on that and then go to Scale, 33.33. All right, and I'm going to rotate that and see if I can't get it to fit right in there somewhere. We'll see. Now it's left click on that and clone, because we need one more. Let's go File, Import. Let's do our top hoop segment, and it doesn't matter if it's left or right. Left on that. Let's go Scale. Green check mark. Let's rotate it. Click the blue here, and let's rotate that around. Let's clone that, because they are the same length, or should be. All right, so we got those in there. File, Import. So we did both of these up here. We just did the right. Let's see if we can fit a swing arm in there. Open. Left click. And let's go to Scale. 33.33. Green check mark. I think I can. Even if I want to lay it down flat, I believe we could do that. I mean, we could leave it like this if we wanted to and have it print in that direction, just to have it fit, because these would be super tall, but this would be easier to stand up on its own. So let's do that. Left click on that and let's go lay on face. Let's have it fit like that, and we'll see if we can move it. Let's rotate it. And let's move it over here somewhere. Might even be able to fit it in between those if we had to. Let's go clone, because it doesn't matter if we have left or right on this. Those look good, and I think they're far enough away where they're not touching. No, we're good there. We'll go Preview, and it's going to go through and make sure everything. So we've got a warning here. I know what we didn't do. So let's go back to Prepare, and that's why you'll run your preview. Let's go to Supports right here. Let's go to Enable Supports, because all these have hollow structures, especially these that need something to support them. Preview it. You can see our printer that we're using is selected up here. We're using a textured plate. And I have something currently in the printer, but I'm going to go ahead and go to what the next step would be. It'll tell us that it's busy. Print plate. So we've got something going on right now. When it finishes up, which it'll finish up in about 20 minutes, we'll select here, we'll find what filament we want to use, and then we'll print it off. All right, and this is what the 3D print looks like. So we just printed it in black PLA, and we assembled it and made sure everything went together the way we intended. The way I had those supports set up, you'll notice that there is a mistake right here. So I repositioned these, and I actually took the hoop segments. They ended up printing better if I laid them down flat. And so that's how I had it in the video, but I eventually turned them up on their edge and made them taller. So I thought that would allow a better print. But for this thicker print material, these did better when they were laying down flat like you saw in the video. In terms of material cost, if we make a mistake here, way cheaper to correct. So we would be less than $1 for most of these parts. And then once we go to full scale, we don't want any mistakes because that could be extremely costly, especially with aluminum. You know, if you're buying $400 worth of aluminum to create this frame, any mistake could cost you, 30, 40 bucks, maybe even more sometimes.